Tsuneki Witcher. Közben rácsatlakozok a chatre. Lássak is. Hol vagy? Még egy darab mellékküldünk van, azt hiszem. Meg a Gwentek.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same. A bushel of grapes is more a burden than that steel of yours. The forest, the mighty forest, around us.
Ló a bokorban.
Come on. Witcher or not, you still bust your bum.
Mi ez a GPS jelölés? Szép jó estét, internetlakók!
What is it?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
You the one posted the notice? Go on then, spit it out. What's it about?
First, my dear witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
Listen, friend. There's an enormous difference between us, but it's not about status. It's about me having two swords on my back, and you having none. So I'll call you whatever I want, and you either deal with that or solve your monster problem yourself.
The gall! I shall file a complaint with your guild.
Make sure you address it to customer service. Kaer Morhen, Kedwin. Now talk, before I change my mind and go.
Naughtlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks.
Az valami
Neither are there
szellemféle
any
lesz.
corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
Who's disappeared, if you don't mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in social status, you remember the farmhand's name, maybe?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this household help. She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith.
Noises you mentioned. Where do they come from?
Well, everywhere. But they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of. Oh, that should
Akkor
suffice for
belehalt.
the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yay or nay?
Bunkó, nem?
Depends. What kind of reward are we talking about?
Hát minimum.
Fine. Seems I must take the loss. Agreed.
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
1, 2, 3! Ready or not, here I come!
Van bármi, ami kirabolható?
Works hard on the nerves, eh? That's why you're so great.
Na. Ez vagy nekrofág lesz,
Each other for sport. Leave us to summon a witcher from the north.
vagy valami.
Who would have thought it possible?
Júj. Hát nem éppen egy kirabolható hely, úgy látom. Még egy nyomvad gaz sincsen.
Do monsters have mamas and papas?
Biztos. Valahogy a szörnyeknek is szaporodniuk kell. Na jó. Akkor menjünk le sötétedés után a pinyóba, túl sok minden más nem lehet csinálni. Keszeg, légy jó. Na? Én kísértetre tippelek. Személy szerint. Apropó, alkímiában tudok valamit csinálni. Esetleg valami új piát kikeverni. Bombát. Micsoda páncélfesték gyűjteményem van. Kiváló telihold. Na nézzük, mit is tud az a bizonyos kiváló telihold. Aha, növeli a maximális. Életerőt az időtartama hosszabb, a jelenlegi füzetmérgezettség értékének megfelelő értékben gyógyítja az életerőt. Min van? Van fehér a fardom, macsakom, hóviharom, meg villámfőzetem. Jók vagyunk így.
right, let's look around. Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? What the?
Simán kiraboljuk. Na, ebben mi van? Szóval itt valami földrengéses van. Á! Azért egy Gwent elnyomunk.
A tunnel? That's better.
Hányszor mondjam el, hogy bármi. Ez a lámpa meg fákja engem zavar. Ha? Ott látsz slant. Mit keressünk?
Kiki Moores?
Hát akkor ide nem. Kísértett olajat fogjuk használni. Az Istenben. Kiki Moore. Igni, fehérméz és rovarolaj. Oké. Egyáltalán csináltam én valaha is rovarolajat? Csináltam. És szerintem a villámot lecseréljük fehérmézre. F.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Esetleg nem ártana Ignire váltani. Ez az utam van pedig lefelé. Csak erre nem jutok sem erre se tovább. Már rossz irányba indultunk. De erre viszont itt kötök ki. Na jó, F5. Gwent. És nem maradjunk az ignél szerintem.
Goes on and on this tunnel.
Hát azt hiszem, szörny alapanyagban nem lesz hiányom.
Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away.
Aha.
Show me what you got. Damn it.
Anyátok! Azaz igen. Ezek mennyien voltak? Ó.
Kicking more eggs. Should destroy them before the young hatch. Start prowling the vineyard. No Kikimore dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws.
Ez fura.
Cracked Kikimore eggs. Something's been feeding on them.
Innen jöttem volna? Aha.
Water coursing. Underground's just one. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores, and is big. Very big. Here. Time to go back to the surface.
Persze, hagyományosan eltévedünk. Ezt nevezhetjük Brandusz átkának. Arra jövök. Sanda tipp. Aha. Szokásom. Szerintem két egyenes út között is képes lennék eltévedni. Nézzük a térképet.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Na. Hoppá. Upika. Annyira egyforma szürke egész, ez az egész textúra, hogy fogalmam nincs, hol kell itt kijutni. Ebbe szaladok bele, de miért? Meg ebbe. És elvileg itt folytatódik a térkép szerint, de semmi. Itt viszont a nagy csarnokba jutok vissza. Na? És megint a nagy csarnok. A tök ki van ezzel a helyjel. Á!
Sacre bleu!
What is the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my thumb, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em, a large creature. Also killed a few kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Here you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built. Hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work! Perhaps I can turn this tunnel out of my way. Start, no brawls.
Now where'd you get them catty peepers?
Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Blanket was laid out here.
Miért van a nézésem, hogy nem
Good
elszedett a
vintage.
nyomokat?
Must have been a special occasion.
Keressük.
Someone had a picnic, footprints, or something sets. Man's footprints lead here. Blood. Human. A foot. Been gnawed on. Not good.
Hát igen. Megrágott lábikó nem biztos, hogy a legjobb.
Large, deep tracks.
Lehet, hogy nem ártana egy meditáció előtte. Csak a főzeteim véget.
Felled trees, as if something rolled over them. So is Shalmar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that.
Köszi, Shalmar. Na lássuk őre, mi kell. Ez mindent is adok fejből. Ard relictum számom. Ard relictum számom. Számom. Itt a reliktum olajom. Oh.
Trail leads to that cave.
Itt már jártunk farkaspáncél vadászaton, úgy látom. Túl sok rúta nem számítok.
Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging.
Ó, erre a helyre emlékszem.
Shalmar's close. Shalmar droppings. Rubs that feed on them are a delicacy to giant centipedes.
Miért érzem úgy, hogy én ezt nem fogom élvezni?
Shalmar's lair, gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait. Need the blood of a recent victim and some of the hair inside here. Fresh corpse is Madame de Bourbeau's. Must be Jean-Luc. Crushed ribs, cracked skull. Shalmar did this. No two ways about it. Highly decayed, partly eaten. Been lying here a while.
Akkor csináljunk selmárcsolit. Okay.
Gotta spill it within the lair, somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave. Ugh, that stench. Shailmore will be here any minute.
És most persze. Hello, kis haver!
Come on, show me your claws.
Not your lucky day.
Hát ez kurva nem egyszerű. Lesebezni. Hát ez... Ez fogócska játék?
Show me what you got.
Na.
Just gotta chop off its head and go get my reward.
Szegény már amúgy. Tök cuki élőlénynek tartom. De lehet, hogy ezért sajnálom, mert az elején ki kellett volna készíteni szegényt. Na, menjünk a jutalmunkért. Bocsi, kis haver. Miért esek onnan le? Szent János bogarak. Gyerekeszek pajti.
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
You, can we talk?
You'd best be bearing good news. Get on with it.
Nincs köze a családi
Got rid of the
idélyekhez.
beast that was giving you trouble. It was a Shelmar.
Shelma? Whatever could that be?
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a caterpillar. Just big as a barn.
Uh-huh. Well, Master Witcher, you make a poor first impression, but ultimately proved your worth. There. Your reward.
As for Jean-Luc, afraid he's dead. Sorry.
Who? Oh, him. Trivial as losses go. I shall soon find another to take his place.
Right. After all, he is just a peasant. Not a monsieur de blah blue blah. So long.
Folks say some large armor.
Na jó, menjünk kártyázzunk egyet. Én azt mondom.
Rolling on an empty stomach.
Hát innentől kezdve nem az én bajom, hogy reng a földjük. Na nézzük.
Come on.
Itt még úgyse jártunk Flovivébe.
So I was walking through Tufói. You know that bums if you're friendly.
Greetings, sir. What is it you need?
Had wine on my mind all day.
What kind? Red? White? Rosé? Dry? Semi-dry? Sweet? How heavy? What appellation?
Hosszan.
I'll need to think about it.
Jó lesz ez így.
Maybe we could play around.
Felperzselést ki akarom mindenféleképpen szedni, mert azzal én hülye vagyok. Igen, ezek maradhatnak. Kell lesz. Nem raktam be a tehenet, na mindegy. Na. Tudom, hogy most mindent ki fog játszani, ami eszébe jut. Negyvennyolc, 54, 59. Ez akkor cikja, van még egy felperzselése. Ezt igazából vesztettük.
Welcome.
Gwent, maybe we could play around.
Laptöbbletre hajt. Szép idézet. Nem sok lapja van, úgy látom. Ez szép volt. És kapnunk kellett, így van, egy kártyát is.
So I was walking through Tufói, you know that bum sniffer's vineyard. So I lay down for a nap in a haystack.
Watch the water flee over here. The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains. The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ.
Jó, tudjuk. Értem én.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Megyünk a kukorix fogadóba.
Come on, Roach.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
They say her race is called in some to the beast. A killer from the north, they say. What? With no... Greeting!
Egy parti Gwent.
Not likely to taste your famous fisherman's chowder, so maybe we could play some Gwent.
Szép. Oké, különleges lapokra nem hatunk. Jól van, ezt jó tudni. Szép. Lényegi lapról nem mondok le. Azt akarom, hogy kijátszon legalább még egyet. Na. Most először Gwentezek is egy kicsit a játékba.
Oh, dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
Oké. Ez meg kicsit késő jött. Na, mi van még itt?
Oh, dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
Na. Hát ez nem hiszem el. Na. Hova megyünk legközelebb? Ez biztos, hogy oda megyünk. Oh! Van itt kivel kártyázni, úgy látom. Aztán megint elszaladunk valami csaló, jövendőmondó, akármire. Menjünk innen. Szer.
Ollie, Ollie! Accent free!
Gwent, interested in a round or two?
Tehénkén marad. Nézzük. Marad. Porcs vezemér. Ez még mondjuk nagyobb. Jele kisebb értékű, haszontalan lapom. Jók vagyunk így. Oké. Tudom, hogy ez én kell. Na jó. Én is valahogy így gondoltam. Kapkodott a fiú. Na jó legyen. Nagyon távolságira játszik. Hát tehénként benned bízok. Nem sok eséllyel. Még egy kör Gwentet játszunk vele.
Gwent, interested in a round or two?
How I shall sink you a song.
Még sose játszottam ilyennel. Próbáljuk ki. Kicsit korán lett kijátszva. Elbasztuk. Na jó. Nem akarok gwentözni. Mindig eljutok arra pontra, hogy a Gwent az nem az én világom. Bestiárium. Dögrém. Axi. És nekrofágolaj, jó.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Is it true peasants got garbage
Myself,
cows
I
himself?
like Count Monier's idea.
Fool.
Needs a new faction. Gwent is an old game. That's its strength. Tradition.
Amit Brandusz nagyon nem szeret. Old game.
Mind showing me your wares?
Most tudom, milyen kardozott. Okay. Aha. Hát nem veled fogom megcsinálni, amit akartam.
So long.
Unbeatable bargains. Preferential financing from the chart for wine.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light.
That mug's a fright.
Na ne! Jó. Akkor azt mondom, szokásos. Megszólalásom. 5 perc szünet a Branduszkától. Na, úgy látom, a péntek este csak az enyém. Egyedül vagyok itt. Könyörgöm, na most hajlajáték.
Kiss a dog's ass.
Oh, thumbs today.
Úgy látom, bort, azt minden mennyiségben találok ebbe a játékba. Hey.
Unbeatable bargains. Preferential financing from the Chanfanellis on every armor purchase.
Myself, I like Count Monier's.
Do you like it?
Fool. Who needs a new faction? Gwent is...
Come on, Roach.
That's its strength.
Borjunk neki a dögrémnek.
Damn, you're ugly.
Ugye hárman voltatok. Egy kis vakonynyíl. És mutagén. Úgy nagyjából minden is van nálunk most már.
That's it, Roach. Guests. Never a good omen.
Na. Itt se nagyon jártunk még. Mi volt ez a kupac itt? De jól van. Te keszeg, maradj nyugodt. Azt hiszem nem ártana egy meditáció. Mert már lassan semmim nincs.
The spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something.
Na jó. Égni sose árt. Gwent. Ard. Axi. Gwent. Úgyse jutok már vissza a rúnaműveshez szerintem. Oké, bestiárium. Még egyszer megnézzük azt a nyomvat dögrémet. Axi. Nekrofág. Úgyhogy szintű lettél ondájt. Oké. Kicsit felkalapáljuk magunkat.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
A lánya. Micsába? Nem lehet inkább megtörni valahogy?
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. maybe a little old. She was changing into a monster, recorded it in her diary. Poignant. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table. Smashed mirror, as if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Hát itt jó sok kanára teszek szert, úgy látom.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy.
Oh. Tudom, ki átkozta meg.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
Tükrös ember átkozta meg. Gaudim. Pompás. Nem akarok lemenni oda.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse. And it's been trying desperately to lift it. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Csóri csaj.
Not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. Tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you. Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? The curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped. This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down. Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing. Got the brew for Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though, except cut it down.
Próbáljuk meg máshogy. Próbáljuk meg máshogy megtörni. Nem jó volt a kanál. Meg akarom menteni a csajt.
Damn it, didn't work. Ate that vile stuff for nothing.
Ajánlás elé akarok ugrani vissza. Meg akarom menteni a csajszit, mert azért...
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Tehát nem jó, ha kanalat cserélünk. Bocs, ezt elszkippelem. Együnk kanalak nélkül.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons.
Mekkora szarfőzt lehet.
Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Valami történik.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Tudni akarom, hogy mi lesz. Legfeljebb, ha megint nem sikerült, visszatérünk, és akkor újra eszünk vele. És akkor csak egy lehetőség van.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Sikerült.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a white, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a white, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Ups. Nem mintha a saját otthonomban megbüntethetnének azért, mert előveszem a kartot. Na, használjuk először is az ágyat. Sose állt egy kis meditáció, főleg, hogyha a vámpír haverunkhoz készülünk látogatóba. Mindig kitalál valamit.
Something's in the way.
Na. Apropó. Nézzünk egy karaktermenüt. 4 elérhető pontunk van. Tudunk egy nagyobb mutációra váltani? Ehhez még egy kell. Adrenalin.
Now that's lovely. Liam and Matilda. Embrace. What a story!
Nem tudom, hogy amikor így el van valaki átkozva, azt úgy meg tudom sajnálni a játékba. Most tök mindegy, hogy mit követett el, de azért nem érdemli meg, hogy dögrém legyen például. Tehát lehet szidni, meg mit tudom én, de most tényleg az, hogy úgy éljen le egy életet, hogy egy barátja nem lehet egy semmi. Regishez tényleg még nem is fosztottuk ki. A Szent Barátság nevében megnézem, mit tartasz itthon. Ha már ennyire közhelyesek vagyunk, és egy temetőbe randizunk. Amúgy Regishez a könyvekbe tök aranyos, tökre bírom. Egy tök öreg herbalista, alkemista, meggyógyító. És amikor összefutnak vele, akkor senki nem tudja, hogy vámpír. És ilyen, hát mandragórából főz alkoholt. És ugye, hogy Nilfgaarddal kitört a háború, hát nem igazán van lehetősége eladni a szajrét. Így úgy dönt, hogy Zoltánnal, Milvával és Gerálttal elfogyasztja eme nemes nedűt, amiről kiderül egyébként, hogy ilyen 500 órán körül mozog egy pohár kával. Hát istenesen sikerül egyébként berúgniuk.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice.
Ja, igen, a könyvekben is mindig kiigazítja a vámpirokkal kapcsolatos tudásait.
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Regis.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness.
Igen, nekik a vérivás az olyan, mint a drogozás, alkoholizálás. És Regis az elég erőteljesen függő volt fiatalon.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True. But I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshamudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Teshamudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshamudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me.
Szegény holló.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamudna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Ezt mindig megtárgyalják, hogy rázza a hideg Registől. Imádom ezeket a megszólalásokat. Szóval a vérengzést kell itt rendeznem. Fasza.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead.
Itt jártam már véletlenül.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
an ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Buli lesz apraja falván.
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism...
Na nézzük, vakoncok. Síkpokolfajzott szilván üvöltől. Nekrofágok között esetleg? Itt van. Oké, csak egy kis nekrofágolajjal meglocsoljuk a kardot. Hol vagy? Mi bajunk lehet? Híres utolsó mondataink egyike.
Releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened up from this land unknown other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The author
observed their
behavior over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
Komolyan. Ez a fákjacipelés, ez már idegesít. Tehát oda. Fákja. Kidob. Igen. Köszönöm. Van cuki macskám.
Carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems. Symbols of... well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlough's. We both remained in this part of the world.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlough's. We both remained in this part of the world.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet. Those who went east, beyond the Blue Mountains.
Nagyon bájosak ezekkel az alsóbb rendű lénnyel folytatott átirat, meg ilyen szövegek. Van egy véleményük az emberiségről. Nem, mintha nekem nem lenne. De azért na.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Egy pillanat türelmet kérek, csak kicsit kilútolunk. Na jó. Inventory. Miért van nálam ördögfatya, csali? Kotvány. Sel már. Ezt honnan szedtem? Mindegy, hordjuk. Hasznosnak tűnik. Ez nem az a csali. Nem tudom, hogy került a zsebembe, nem is érdekel. Dögrém. Kotvány. Megvan. Van. De akkor ezt hova, hogy használjam? Nem. Nem tudom space-elni. Eldob... F5. Valami Jó, akkor ezt így használjuk. Oké, nem szóltam. Nem lehetett volna a csalikat mondjuk egyformán kezelni, hogy egyformán használhatóak legyenek? Ne kelljen mindegyikhez külön műsorszámot tartani?
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear.
Használjuk végig Gwent. Vegyem.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
I just smelled the blood.
Overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming. Hold on, I'll let you out.
De aztán volt minden.
Scent won't bother you anymore. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
Finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Valami nagyon nem jó.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But come, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Hát ez addig nem igazán magyarázat.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Na jó, nekem ez a maszk nem tetszik. Nézzük, mik vannak itt. Na jó, havernak kifosztottuk a kéróját, úgy látom. Rossz szokásunkhoz rossz híven. Hol is megyek innen neki? Ja? Mikor szokjuk már meg, hogy Brandusz az mindig eltéved?
Caught you, you little fart! So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather? I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here!
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
His father, and you won't touch him. I won't let you.
Oh, poppycock. I knew his father. A grifter, a cheat, just like his brood.
I'll teach him honesty. He'll not leave muck at our shop door just to draw patrons to his own stall! So back away, drifter.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well, which is all the same to me.
Lad! We'll break your legs, vagrant! Teach you!
Circle him!
Now! Now from the gate!
Heck of it! Slow now, let's not do anything rash.
Na. Level 50!
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh. I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true. They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Adok neki 400-at.
It's not quite... I don't know...
Ez a végső szava.
It's not quite... I don't know...
Egy kis pöcs vagy. Ez a végső szavam.
See? I knew we'd clinch it.
Hoppá.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's odd, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Were the good prophet Lebioda lively and spry, from me he would everything.
Abban a szempontból mondjuk egy kicsit kellemesebb a környék, hogy nem az örök tűz meg ilyenek vannak. Hanem inkább lebiódáznak.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
sense him?
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Mi ez a sok gyerekjáték?
Let's look around.
Oké. És most jön a szokásos 5 perc szünet a Branduszkától. Na. Tartottunk. Hogy? Regész. De mi a fészkes fenér vagy állandóan útba? Na, köszönöm.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
A sikeres embertenyésztés kulcsa. Az igen. Jézus.
Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys. Somebody fixed this recently. Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Detlaff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Detlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Detlaff yourself.
Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off, perhaps, by a bout of Detlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renawed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though. Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlef's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazaire ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renawed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Azért szeretném kifosztani a szint. Irány a hercegnő.
Thundering devils.
Jó. Szárol. Szárol. Ezeket a szantiak.
There's never been a frown that couldn't be turned upside down.
A bosom in the hands, worth 4 on a wench.
Gebe.
Move it.
Places, my
My regards to the Tawny's Victor.
Now that's lovely.
Tough times. Oh, tough indeed.
A smashing place we have. Eh? Look at that, just
Hogy tökre szeretek itt lovagolászni.
a smashing place we have.
Life's like an infant. Must be Sweet mother of mine. I feel safer with you around.
Phew, stinky.
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungover.
I'm glad to see her illustrious grace summon such a profession.
Never you worry. The air here is such that one is never hungover.
Bluff and wine counsel no half-hearted measures.
Ó, egy emelettel följebb. Tiszta Skellige feeling.
And what of the funeral preparation?
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free, or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Igen, egy boros nemzetnél.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Sorra, too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Sorreal, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Sonreal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous.
The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your grace.
Yes, your grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Whoa there, Roach.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, your grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Be gone! Help! Save us!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunate we happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Yeah.
That's it, Roach.
Tell me more about this vineyard. Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabrizio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Whoa there, Roach.
Tip of the hat to the Dornies victim.
Erre kíváncsi leszek.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your service.
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Réal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabrizio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
We shall wait here, Master Fabrizio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabrizio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Csak kéne hozzá egy bornyírbentartás is. Mindjárt ellenőrizzük, csak kifosztjuk. Már nem hinném, hogy valaha is visszétok ebbe a pincébe. Max NG pluszba. Na jó.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Herveloos. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Got Pomino over here. Saint-Réal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full.
This one is full.
This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Saint-Réal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Nézzük. Jó küldi. Rúgjunk be együtt a hercegnővel.
Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Saint-Réal.
Hát nem ellök?
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Saint-Réal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own?
És a fejed nélkül mit érsz, fiam?
I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrin aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sintrian Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
Na, kicsit még szétnézek.
We would not have made it far without your grace.
The important bit is yet to come.
Egyrészt gyors kiraboljuk, amennyire csak lehet. Ezt a helyet. Nem óhajtom ő felségét megbántani, de... Szegény a vaják.
The aroma. Lovely.
Sokat költött csillogó kavicsokra. Aha. Vissza is zárta a szenya. De ezzel királyi birtok elég gazdag, úgy látom. Jó, majd jelzem, de milyennek. Aha. Mindent összeszedtem. Meg szerintem azt a küldit már holnap fogom csak megcsinálni, mert már kezdek bepilledni. És amúgy teljesen őszintén, igazából azon a helyen én jártam már egyszer. Sőt, kétszer. Egyszer véletlenül besétáltam, lenyomtam egy lidércet, vagy mit. Egyszer voltunk ott a drága vámpír barátunkkal, Regisszel. Meg most fogunk megint oda menni. Jövőm, szerintem mai napra ennyi. Bőven elég volt. Főleg, hogy úgy látom, egyedül voltam. Na jól van. Aki itt van, annak legyetek jók, és sziasztok!